been a minute since I told you a good story. Like most weird American kids, I was introduced to my love of scary stories in folklore by the great Mr. Alvin Schwartz. So get cozy and turn off the lights because this is my alternative hillbilly gothic retelling of some of the greatest scary stories to tell in the dark. Y'all ever heard the one about a little boy that lives down yonder? They say he was living with his granny and pa up in that old cabin on the hillside, and things had been a little lean since pa had got laid out from the mines, and that boy just weren't quite big enough to go in yet. Soon. One day, the boy went running into the kitchen where his granny was fixing a small kettle of soup beans. "Hey, Bubby," she said, "I do believe I'd like to fry us a couple taters to go with supper. You be a good boy now and hunt us some from the root cellar." The boy went directly on out to the airish old cellar. There's nary a tater to be found. Well, he couldn't go back empty-handed to his granny, no sir. So he moseyed on down to the garden, took him a little spade. Figured he'd find some over there. While he's glancing around the tater greens, something caught his eye. There looked to be one sticking right on up out of the ground. The boy grabbed hold of it and pulled. It wouldn't budge. He pulled against all his might, and that thing was not moving, so he took his spade and plunged it into the earth. It hit something hard. Oh, gosh. Must be coal right here. I'll take that back to Granny, too. So he pulled his spade again, and he stabbed hard as he could. Grabbed it. It fell backwards. He must have missed the low grumble coming from the earth. Hey, gosh, that was a tough one. He looked the tater over in his hand, and to his surprise, that weren't no tater at all. It was a big toe, and he had cut it clean off of something. Oh, he was so excited. He couldn't even contain it, and he didn't hear the scratching coming from beneath his feet. But he ran. That boy ran as fast as he could back to his granny. They hadn't had no meat in what felt like a month of Sundays. "Oh, the Lord has seen fit to bless us today." Granny gave praise to God for this bounty. She added the toe to the soup beans. At supper, Pa carved it into 3 pieces, and the boy eagerly gobbled his piece right on up. And with their bellies full for what felt like the first time in forever, the old folks, they fell fast asleep. The boy, he just couldn't rest. The full moon was shining too bright through his window, and he thought he heard animals or something in the hills. Was that a howl? Maybe it was a cat. Oh no, it's just coyotes for sure. He coped. He tried to ignore the feeling growing deep in his belly, but it weren't no use. So the sounds were getting closer. And that weren't no coyote at all. There were words. "Where is my toe?" Well, the growly moaning was coming from the garden. The boy pulled his blanket up to his chin. "Where is my toe?" The groaning was by the root cellar now. The boy covered his head and breathed hard, his throat and eyes burning. "Where is my toe?" The thing outside was getting closer and closer. A scratch ran down the length of the cabin. The boy looked over, saw his granny and his pa still fast asleep somehow. But he knew he was going to be a big boy now. He grabbed Pa's shotgun from above the door. Where is my... Oh, the boy opened the door, shaking like a leaf, gun in hand. He looked at the thing, and it looked right back down at him. What you got them big eyes for, mister? The boy readied his pa's gun. To see you through and through. The boy took aim at the creature. What you got them big ol' claws for, mister? The boy took a deep breath, put his finger on the trigger. To scratch up your grave. What you got them big teeth for, mister? To chop your bones! Big Toe has been my favorite to tell little kids for literally forever. My favorite time was retelling it and the kid asking me to make her Big Toe stew for dinner that night. But what is your favorite scary story to tell in the dark? Which one should I do next? Love you, bye.